Hey everyone, this is Isaac here, and welcome back to Isaac Reviews 2023. Recently, I made a two-part series explaining why I believe Trolls and its sequel, World Tour, are the worst films to come out of DreamWorks Animation, and I did so in order to fully prepare myself and all of you for my review of the third entry in the franchise, Trolls Band Together. Given my thoughts on the previous two Trolls movies, it was to be expected that I was not looking forward to this one. I mean, I guess it's kinda cool how they were actually able to bring back the popular boy band NSYNC for their first song in over 20 years with Better Place, and it is a genuinely great song. But otherwise, I was sure it wouldn't be any different from its predecessors. So I saw an early screening of it to coincide with the first Trolls movie's 7th anniversary, and it's definitely the best film in the franchise so far, yet it's still pretty bad. It takes place only a month after the events of Infinity Strings, where Branch's brother John Dory returns after leaving his family 20 years ago, since they used to be in a popular boy band called Brozone before an accident happened during one of their shows, and all four of Branch's brothers left the band to do their own thing. So why now is John Dory back? Well, because one of their brothers, Floyd, is being held captive by music superstars Velvet and Veneer, who actually can't sing and are slowly draining Floyd of his talent, and in order to save him, Brozone has to reunite and deliver the perfect family melody in order to shatter the diamond prison he's trapped in. Real quick, I am very confused on this movie's whole thing about stealing talent. It seems to be some sort of spiritual energy, yet some people seem to have more of it than others. So how can it be extracted from someone like what's shown in the movie? Is there any way to replenish it? Is it supposed to be a metaphor for something? And why couldn't Velvet and Veneer just use auto-tune? Or better yet, why can't they just stick to songwriting and have someone else perform their songs? Songwriters deserve credit too, you know. Point is, this movie's writing is a complete mess. For example, it introduces two new species we've never seen in these movies before, these puppet-looking things and these rubber hose, balloon-looking, I don't even know what the they are, and they just come right out of nowhere and don't feel well integrated with this world. Like, sure, the animation overall is great, par the course for this franchise, and I did think the scenes with 2D animation looked really cool, but the new species clash really hard with what we've grown accustomed to, not to mention how they could easily be swapped out for regular trolls and barely anything about the story would change. And one more question. There's this one scene where one of Branch's brothers, Spruce, is shown to have a family with one of the puppet creatures, and all of their kids are also puppet creatures, so that begs the question, how does reproduction work in this universe? It's shown that trolls are similar to seahorses in that males can give birth, possibly even asexually, yet Spruce has a whole family with someone of a different species. So do the puppets reproduce asexually too? And why am I questioning the logic of a movie meant for toddlers this much? Okay, my brain hurts a little less now, back to the review. In addition to the perplexing world-building choices, Trolls Band Together, like its predecessors, is as straightforward, predictable, and generic as it gets. I mean, it does the long-lost relative trope twice, in addition to all the other standard fare like the third act breakup and the dance party ending. The characters are also, once again, really annoying and unlikable. Yes, that does mean I have to bring up Poppy again, considering the fact that she's one of my least favorite characters in all of fiction, and yeah, she's still annoying as hell here. But as shocking as this may sound, John Dory might actually be the worst character in this movie. He's an extremely pretentious, sleazy, and self-righteous douche nozzle who's constantly a jerk to everyone around him, making most of his scenes pretty frustrating to watch. I get that he's supposed to be a jerk and that it's part of his arc, but there's a way to write an initially selfish character becoming nicer, and there's a way not to, and John Dory is definitely that. Also, thank the heavens, but James Corden is not in this movie. Sadly, he was substituted with another one of the worst actors of the current era, Amy Schumer, and her character Velvet, along with Andrew Rannells' Veneer, make for some very forgettable villains. They're just talentless hacks who want to exploit someone else's talent for their own benefit, kinda like the AMPTP, and I already brought up some of the more confusing aspects of their plan and their existence in general, so I'd rather not do so again. Anyways, in conclusion, Trolls Band Together is the best Trolls film so far, and yet it still sucks. It's very well animated, and some of the songs were well performed, especially the one that brought back NSYNC after 2 whole decades, but it suffers from a terrible script with questionable world building and annoying characters. For any Trolls fans in the audience, I'm sure you'll like this one, but if you didn't like the previous two movies, I don't think you'll like this one either. At the end of the day, this is Trolls, so I don't know why I was expecting any substance out of it. It was enough substance for me to give it a 3 out of 10, but I wouldn't exactly consider that to be high praise. Next time, I'll be talking about Under the Boardwalk. And I thought Ruby Gillman and Aquaman 2 were poorly marketed. This movie literally got its release date announced just a few weeks ago after it seemed like it'd be coming out in 2024, so now it's the next thing I'll be reviewing. And it was very fine. Anyways, thanks for watching this episode of Isaac Reviews 2023, subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!